Alrighty guys, so this is what's up. Somebody really cool came in the other day. Basically he had a 20-gallon tank full of fish, was moving all the way up to Maine from Connecticut, and decided that he was going to break down his tank and that he wanted to give away his fish. He asked me about it on Tuesday, and I told him, I was like, oh, I got a 30-gallon tank at home that I could probably put them in and see how it goes. And he's like, well, it'd be better than me flushing them down the toilet, right? So, once again, I did something charitable and ended up with way too many fucking fish. I'm trying to identify these orange ones. I don't know if anybody can actually identify them for me. Try and get a little clearer picture there. They look like some type of rose barb, but the guy told me that they were like $10 each online. He said he ordered all these fish offline. He didn't pick any of them up from work or anything like that. I know these guys are either black skirt tetras or they're. He told me that they're a crossbreed between a black skirt and a red eye tetra or something like that. They do have the red eye at the top of the eye. It's just hard to see because they're not really in the light right now. But these guys, the orange ones, look like some type of barb. I don't know which one it is. I know it's definitely not a goldfish. I know it's definitely not. It could be some type of swordtail. I don't really know. Like I said, it's a really weird fish. The other fish that he gave me, if you could see it, is a very large angelfish. He's about, I want to say he's about 3 inches. He's almost as big as my gourami, to be honest. And he's actually really pretty. I like him a lot. Very aggressive. So I'm wondering how this is going to work out with the gourami. I might actually have to take the gourami out. And I'm also worried about the parrot cichlids beating up on him, him being the more delicate fish. I know I definitely can't stick him in the 55, so basically it's going to be kind of playing it by ear right now and seeing how this goes. I'm going to release him into the water in about 5 minutes, about 5 minutes for these guys too. They've been sitting floating for about 5 minutes, so probably about another 5 minutes before I can put them in. But I want to give you guys an update, and like I said, if anybody knows what type of fish these are, the orange ones, I know they're not a type of goldfish, and again, they're not, it really doesn't look like a, like a swordtail or a platy or anything like that. It looks like some type of rare barb. They do have a goldfish mouth, but they're definitely a tropical fish. But if anybody knows what they are and can let me know, I'd really appreciate it. Alright? Hit me back up, guys, alright? Let me know. But as you can see, these guys are all doing really well. The parrot cichlids have actually started to get a little bit more, are more frequently coming out now, since I stuck that gourami in there. Basically, he's just stirring them away from the from the lug, which is kind of the reason I put him in there, is because, I wanted these guys to start swimming around the tank and stop being such pussies. The only way that's going to happen is if I stick my little aggressor in there and have that happen. But these two parrot cichlids eventually will get moved into the 55-gallon. I'm just waiting for them to get a little bit bigger and a little bit more confident. Once they get a little bigger, about the same size as the other ones were that I had, if you watched my videos from the start, that's when they're going to be moved into the other tank. The gourami is eventually going to go back into the big tank, just because he was able to hold his own in there. But I only took him out basically just to kind of get these parrot cichlids ready for the big tank. But as far as the big tank goes, I mean, everybody's doing really well. There's Jules swimming around, checking everything out. My pleco sucking on the glass, letting go, and floating to the top. He's such a weird pleco. This is my buddy Dave's pleco, by the way. Then the Jack Dempsey's hiding over here. That's the smaller one. The larger one's hiding right underneath here. As you can see, I only have one goldfish left out of that feeding frenzy thing that I had the other day. This convict cichlid does look like he's getting some kind of hole in the head or some kind of parasite. He has something going on. He's got some clouded eye and everything. Boss said it's called clout. It's common in convicts. As far as the Oscar, he looks like he got into another skirmish and lost another scale up top there. But as far as his head and everything, he's doing really well. I still haven't seen any signs of parasites or anything going on. That's the only reason that I know that, you know, it's probably just something going on with him. Just because nobody else seems to have anything going on. But I'm keeping an eye on it and really trying to figure out what's going on with him. He's just a weird fish. But yeah, my Oscar's doing really well. As you can see, his colors are just freaking real on this camera. Again, my Jack Dempsey. Let's see if I can get Jules, nice little close-up on Jules for you. She's just got amazing colors. I really like her. Stay still, sweetheart. There you go. Now you can really see it. And then the other Jack Dempsey. And then my big pleco is hiding in the back there. You know, you'll never see him. He is always in the back. But that's basically it in this tank for right now. And then again, like I said, as soon as the parrot cichlids grow up big enough, they're going to be popped in here with these guys. They were just getting beat up on when they were in here, though, before, because they're just too tiny right now. But it's been about 5 minutes I've been sitting here talking, so I'm going to go pop these fish into the water here and post this up for you guys.